To pack a parachute, you're looking at about 44 steps, 44 individual steps. And if we were to list them all one by one by one by one, it can get a little confusing. It can be a little bit difficult to remember all 44 steps on how to pack a parachute. My recommendation is to think of packing a parachute as separate parts, which are easy to remember. And the way that we break down how to pack a parachute is often how we check to make sure that somebody is doing a parachute correctly. Meaning, when we supervise a novice packing a parachute, we check 4 different points during the pack job to make sure that they're doing it correctly. These 4 checkpoints guarantee that most of the malfunctions will be taken care of or mitigated. It doesn't guarantee that they'll not be there, but provided that a novice asks for a check from a senior instructor at these 4 checkpoints, it's almost guaranteed that there'll be no problems. And those 4 checkpoints are brakes, flakes, the stows, and then the final close. And these are the checkpoints that we use at our drop zone to make sure that somebody's doing it correctly. So brakes, flakes, stows, and the final close. You can also think of the S-fold between the flakes and stows as a checkpoint as well, and that usually requires refinement. And once you can master each one of these parts, you're golden. So don't get overwhelmed by all the steps that it takes to pack a parachute or trying to remember every single sequence. Just try to master each one of those parts. And once you master one of those parts, you can refine and master the next part. And that's my advice, and that's the overview of the parts. We will now begin each of these parts in sequence.